and welcome back. Today we are tier ranking all of classic Doctor Who season 7 from 1970. Now this season only has 4 serials, so it should be a nice, easy, quick one to get through, and we'll just get straight into it. The first serial is Spearhead from Space, and this is the first ever episode in colour of Doctor Who. So this featured the Nesting Consciousness and the Autons for the first time, and I think they were really good villains for this episode. I thought they were quite scary, and especially the Autons, it looked very scary. The way that they made them look in the 70s was very scary. I'd probably say whilst the new Who versions are better for how they look like a mannequin, the 70s version looks scarier. There's a bit more uncanny valley to that one. This episode got an average score of 4, and I think I'm going to put in upgrade in progress, because it was a good serial. It wasn't perfect, but I do think it was good. We introduced a new Doctor, the third Doctor. It introduced Liz Shaw, the new companion, and it reintroduced Unit as the new mainstay of the series. So it had a lot to do, as well as introducing a new villain and working with that, and I think it did quite well. So I put in upgrade in progress. Wasn't perfect, but it did a very good job, and it was very enjoyable. And the MVP of the episode is John Ransom. The next serial is Doctor Who and the Silurians. This one earned a 3 overall. I do remember I thought it was better than it was, but it didn't capture me the same this time as it did on the last time I watched it, I guess. But overall, the story was good. I just don't think they needed 6 episodes to tell the story. So I guess I just got a little bit bored along the way, but overall the story was good. The story was also a very clear inspiration for the 2-parter in New Who, The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood. It features an awakening Silurian base and humans as well, and some of them want to coexist, others don't want anything to do with the other one and want them all destroyed. So it was clearly a big inspiration for that story of New Who. And also Amy's plan in The Hungry Earth Cold Blood of how to share the Earth between the species is the exact same plan as the Doctor's plan in this serial. So I do just think they took quite a lot of stuff from this serial to make a New Who version of the episode. And an episode later in the season, Inferno, has a massive drill going to the core of the Earth in it, which again seems like an inspiration for The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, where a massive drill is what awoke the Silurians in the first place. Overall, I do think the New Who episodes are better, but the overall story itself is better in the classic era version of the episode. So one thing I noticed in this serial is that there is a massive anti-vaxxer in the episode. He denies the existence of a disease that's been spread by the Silurians to the humans intentionally. He refuses to take the vaccine for it, and chaos ensues. Seeing this serial post 2020 hits a bit different. Can't lie to you. Also, in this serial, you see the Doctor's arms quite a bit, which I found really weird. I mean, we saw him naked in the last serial. In his first episode, he was in the shower. We saw a lot more of him than just his arms, but it's still really weird to me to see the Doctor's arms. I don't know why, I'm just so used to him always having a jacket or a coat of some kind, and in this one we saw his arms. It was weird. It was weird, bizarre. But overall, I think I'm going to put this serial into Wibbly Wobbly. Nothing wrong with it, just nothing brilliant about it, so Wibbly Wobbly is a good place for me to put that one. And the MVP of the episode is Okdel Ladar. I'm probably not saying that correctly. The leader of the Silurians in the episode, specifically the one who wants to work with humanity and coexist. The next serial is The Ambassadors of Death, which is another episode I really enjoyed. I gave this one a 4 overall. This one was a really great concept of peaceful aliens coming to talk to humanity and sending ambassadors who then get taken over by the humans, and the humans are actually the monsters of the episode, trying to use the aliens to their advantage and to kill people for them. I think it was a really good story and shows humans as the bad guys. So yeah, overall it earned a 4, and I think I will put this... I think I'm going to be generous and put this one in Fantastic, because The Ambassadors of Death was a really good episode. I did enjoy it a lot. It had a lot of moments with the Doctor and Liz. A lot of good Liz moments as well, with when she was kidnapped and had to work for the bad guys for a bit and escaped. Yeah, I think that was good. And also at the end, the Doctor saves the day and then just walks off and leaves the humans to it in this sort of powerful moment. And I think that was really good as well. And the MVP of the serial is Ralph Cornish. The final episode of season 7 is Inferno. This one also earned a 4, and it was the goodbye to Liz. Liz, again, doesn't get an actual goodbye. This is her last episode, but we never actually say goodbye to her. In the next episode, at the premiere of season 8, she's just gone. So I don't like how she left. I really liked Liz as a companion, but I don't like how she left. It was just very abrupt. Nothing happened. We didn't get a goodbye. I don't like that. But Inferno was a good story. It explored alternate universes. It was the first in Doctor Who history to do so. And I really liked how they showed the difference between the universes. Whereas in the Cyberman two-parter in series 2 of New Who, they had the alternate universe being pretty much the same as the current one, just with some blimps in the sky. The alternate universe in Inferno shows every character being so vastly different. They looked different. They weren't just rich when they were previously working class. Now they actually looked different and they sounded different, they acted different. So I did like that. And also there was a transition between the universe the Doctor was stuck in and the real universe to show that you were changing universes, which I found really good to understand which universe we were in at any time. Also, this had unique episode title sequences for this serial, and I really loved those as well. I like when they do that because it really adds to the episode. One thing I will say is that there are some fight scenes in this serial which are just, I mean, they're classic Who fight scenes. 1960s, 1970s couldn't really do fight scenes. They were hilarious. I can't take it seriously. It's really funny. I do like as well that the Doctor is shown throughout this season to be trying to escape his exile. And in the beginning of this serial as well, he's trying to escape his exile. And that's how he ends up in the alternate universe. So I do like the fact that they've led up to this. Throughout the season, they've led up to this happening. And the Doctor then trying again right at the end of the serial, only to end up in the rubbish dump 200 yards down the road, is hilarious. I think the way that it's all done is very, very good and really adds to his characterisation, especially against the Brigadier in this season. It's brilliant. And there's one moment especially that I absolutely love when alternate Benton gets taken away and alternate Brigadier goes, "Benton! Benton!" And it just kind of reminds me, I couldn't get it out of my head, the dog going after the deer, Benton. If anyone knows that video.
Benton! 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 Oh, Jesus Christ! Benton! Oh, Jesus Christ! Benton!
That's what I was thinking, but with the word Benton rather than Benton. It was quite funny. It kind of lowered the tension of that moment though, because all I could hear was Benton! Benton! As the dog runs after the deer. But yeah, it was a good moment. So overall for Inferno, again, it's a 4 overall, but I think I'm going to put this next to Ambassadors of Death in Fantastic because it was a great story. It was a great idea to introduce alternate universes, and the Doctor at the end confirming that free will is a choice. It's not a parallel universe where this happened there, so this must happen here. It's alternate universes in general. It's a whole massive multiverse. There's billions of possibilities, each resulting in a different universe being created. So I like that he does confirm free will exists. It's not destiny, it's choice. And the MVP of the episode is alternate Greg Sutton. Specifically the alternate version, not the sleazy normal version, the alternate version. But that's my tier list for season 7, and I think it's a pretty decent season. I mean, nothing is massively brilliant, but it's very enjoyable. There's only 4 stories to work with, and it's all very enjoyable. And it's a great basis to go off ready for the next season when my favourite character appears. So, yeah, I enjoy that. Season stats now. The most common episode score was a 4, and the season average is a 3.48. There were 5 quotes that I picked out as being memorable for this season. Okay, there's 2 that I can't decide between, so I'm going to give you both. And they both come from the finale episode, Inferno. The first one is a conversation between the Doctor and Professor Gold. The Doctor says, "Yes, well, I'll tell you something that should be of vital interest to you, Professor." Gold says, "Well, what?" The Doctor says, "That you, sir, are a nitwit." I love it. The second quote is from later in the episode, between the Doctor and the alternate version of the Brigadier. And this is just after the Doctor meets the Brigadier, I believe. As context, the alternate Brigadier is anti-Doctor right now, at this point in the episode. And the Doctor says, "But I don't exist in your world." And the alternate Brigadier, whilst the gun is pointed at the Doctor, says, "Then you won't feel the bullets when we shoot you." I just like that one. I like it. The first quote I like because it shows the Doctor at his finest, being really mean to someone, but in a funny way. And the second one because the alternate Brigadier is quick-witted with that one. And also because it just adds to the concept of alternate universes as well. I quite like that. But that is it. That is season 7 all done. So tell me, did you agree with me? Did you disagree with me? Did you have a favourite serial this season? Are you excited to get onto season 8 with the best character in the Whoniverse? Let me know down below and I will see you next time.